Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. I'm doing a bit of a studio vlog today. I don't know if it classes as a studio vlog, that's what I've called it. I filmed it over a few days because I had some new products arrive and I thought I'd film me prepping them, assembling them and packaging them, ready to be uploaded to my website and to go to their new homes. I've got like mad chronic bed hair today. I don't know if you can tell that I haven't brushed my hair yet. Yeah, that's happening. I also wanted to show you these. I made these earrings out of polymer clay. No, not polymer clay, air dry clay last week, and I was gonna make loads and sell them, but I made one pair, decided to keep them, and then I haven't done any more. So for anyone new, hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Charlotte Rose and I'm an artist and illustrator based in the UK. I make a lot of gothic and science and medicine inspired stuff. So one of my biggest aims for this year is to break into the wholesale game and get a few shops that place large wholesale orders or regular wholesale orders. We've also been in the process of contacting museum shops, because I do a lot of science and medicine inspired stuff. So that's one of my aims for this year. I want to get wholesale orders in so that I can spend more time making handmade stuff. I've been making some wooden pieces lately, some large wall hangings and also some wooden jewellery as well. I'd like to do more of that so that I have more one-off handmade pieces available to sell. I've been focusing so much on my website and on increasing sales and things like that, that most of the stuff I have on my website to buy are things like this, where they're manufactured for me. And I'd like to have more time to spend making stuff by hand again, because I haven't been able to do that for quite a while. And as a creative person, that's kind of what I crave. So building up the business for the last few years hopefully now means that I'll be able to spend more time doing stuff by hand and having some more one-off pieces. So these large charms are going to be sort of big statement necklaces. So I've got a couple of these lady head butterfly designs. I've also got this Medusa design. By the way, all of these charms and pins currently have a protective film over the top of them, so they look a bit scummy, but they will not look like that once that film has been removed. I've got my little punk cherubs, and I've done some goth cherubs as well, which you've already seen. I think they came out really cute. This is one of my new pins, my little wizard Triceratops. He came out pretty cute. A little alien butterfly head. I haven't done this one as a necklace, but I would like to. So that's going to be the next thing. But yeah, little alien girl for the sci-fi fans out there. My little Starry Night lady head butterfly pin. She's pretty cute. I was really happy with how the wings came out on this design. My little laudanum bottle for any historical medicine fans out there. I've got some little poppy seed pods and some poppies surrounding them. One of the poppy seed pods has the opium latex leaking from it, if you can see that. Yeah, I was really pleased with that one. I like that one, a little geeky one. And my little summertime lady head butterfly pins. She came out pretty well. And last but not least, I've got my space lady pins. I'm really pleased with these ones. I really like this design. So it's a fresh new day in my studio here, and I'm going to take the protective film off of all my pins and prep the pins first. The jewellery is going to have a bit more to do. I've got to add all the jump rings and the chain and the clasps and everything like that, so that's going to take a while, so I'm going to save that for another day. It's pin day today. So any of the charms with imperfections like this one, the pin on the back is broken, sometimes the artwork's slightly chipped, anything like that I just keep to one side, and then I contact Sticker Mule or whoever the manufacturer is at the end and see if there's anything they can do I think could be replaced, or whether they can put credit on my account to equal the amount of pins that are damaged. Sticker Mule are really good for this. They're always really helpful and really quick at responding as well. So they're all peeled and they've had all the backs taken off, so next is to mount them onto my backing cards. These are just little A7 postcards that I get made with printed.com. I recently changed the paper that I use just because it's slightly cheaper. I now use a silk, and before I used Reeves Shetland paper, which is really nice, but it's not completely necessary. So it's just a little way that I'm saving a little bit of money for my business. So here I'm just using up the last of my Reeves Shetland paper ones, and then I move on to the silk paper ones. I think it's the last pin that I use them for. I had quite a few of these ones left. So yeah, I just used I used 2 layers of cardboard just so that the pins have got something to puncture into without damaging my desk or cutting mats or anything like that. This is, you know, I used to be really precise with this and measure the centre and everything, but now I just do it by eye. I don't think any of them turn out too bad, so yeah, there we go. So a couple of the pins didn't have backs on them, but luckily Sticker Mule do send you a couple of spares, so I managed to save a couple. There were still a couple that I couldn't put backs on because I didn't have enough spares, but I'm going to keep them to one side and contact them about those later, but at least I managed to save a couple, so that's cool. Yeah. So here I'm just getting ready to put all the rubber clasps back on the pins, getting these little boxes ready just to organise them a bit better, because as you can see the pins are causing absolute chaos on my desk. So I was doing this all while catching up on the lovely Tara Dayton's YouTube. Tara's really lovely and really talented, and I have the pleasure of working with her on a regular basis. She makes a lot of sewing patterns and knitting patterns, and I have the pleasure of digitising all of those patterns and instruction leaflets, so you can go on her website and purchase those and make your own really cool bonnets and all sorts of stuff. So go check that out. So next it was time to put all the pins in the little cellophane bags to protect them. I use these little biodegradable bags. They're a bit more expensive, but I don't like the idea of single-use plastic, so this is my way of keeping them protected and trying to do it as environmentally friendly as I can. And I was doing this while watching Spirited Away because it's just a really beautiful film to have on in the background. So enjoy that in times 1000 speed. So I picked up this display stand from a shop that was shutting down a few days ago. They were getting rid of loads of them and I wanted to get all of them, but I just stuck to two. This one's perfect size for all my little pins and basically anything that I put onto an A7 backing card. So in the evening I decided to take all the protective film off of all of the charms, ready for me to make up the necklaces tomorrow. Something really cool about Sticker Mule is that they always give you little jump rings with the charms. So I have loads anyway, but these are a really good size to connect the charms to another jump ring. So I use the jump rings that come with the charms, and then I connect them to a smaller jump ring that then connects to the chain. So there's just a bit more leeway, which is really cool. I don't know, other manufacturers might do that as well, but I never ordered charms from anywhere other than Sticker Mule, so I'm not actually sure. So another new day in the studio. Today is the day of making up all my necklaces. So I've got all my charms ready. I've got all my little jump rings and my chain and all my little lobster clasps. So yeah, this is me trying to get as organised as I can, having everything that I need in front of me. My mum recently got me this little jewellery making kit, which is really cool. I finally have some jewellery pliers, which has helped. It's helped so much easier. I've put all my little damaged pins and charms in this little bag so that I can photograph them and send them to Sticker Mule later. There's not too many. Out of 110 items, there was like 5 maybe. So that's not too bad going. It's annoying, but it's not too bad. It's not the end of the world. I spent quite a few minutes faffing about trying to prep myself because I really love having the jewellery and I do enjoy making the jewellery, but when you've got this many to do in one go, it's monotonous and I don't know if I said that right. It's that word. And it's not the easiest thing to do. I'm quite like cat-handed and clumsy, so it takes me a few minutes to kind of get in the groove of what I'm doing. So this is me trying to like mentally psych myself up to do it. I also recently made these little materials stickers to go on the back of the backing cards for all the jewellery, so that anyone with any allergies can see exactly what all my jewellery is made up of. Most components these days seem to be hypoallergenic, so no one really seems to have an issue anymore, but I think it's best to be safe anyway. So I thought I'd try each necklace on as I make it so you guys can see what it's like. I've used a 50 centimetre chain for each one. On some people this might be a bit long. It's a little bit long on me, but then for people who are a bit more bustier than me, this would probably rest in quite a nice place. So, you know, you've got to get a balance there, and I think 50 centimetres is about right. I also realised pretty early on that I didn't think I had enough lobster clasps to make this many necklaces, so I thought what I'd do is make one of each. So this is my punk cherubs one. I thought I'd make one of each necklace just so that I could see what they all look like, make sure all the charms hooks are in like the right place and central, make sure they don't sort of lopside when you try them on. Here's my little Medusa one. I was really happy with this one. I think this one came out really well. I like the idea of people wearing it as like a protection necklace. So yeah, I made one of each necklace. I found this chain quite difficult. I got a twisted chain. Here's my little goth cherubs. This one's pretty cute. This is a design that I've had out for a while, but I've never made like a large necklace of it before, so I was pretty pleased with that. Yeah, I bought twisted chain this time, which made the jump rings quite difficult to get through because they overlap. The little rings in the chain overlap so much that it was quite a squeeze to get the jump rings through, so it all took me a little bit longer than I would have liked, but we move. I got some A6 backing cards printed and I just hole punched them and pop the necklaces in like that. I didn't get loads done yesterday because I had other things to do. It's a weekend. I don't usually work weekends because my partner works in a school, so he has weekends off, so I try to have weekends off too, but I've had so much to do the last couple of weeks that I've been working here and there throughout the weekends as well. So a new day, I decided to make a little production line, cut all the chain in half. They all come in little 1 meter segments, so I cut them all in half and I decided to do it that way around. So I made up all of the chains that I had enough lobster clasps for. I put all the jump rings on so that I could just do sort of all of the chain, then all of the charms, and then all of the packaging, and just do it like that. I think my brain works better doing it like that rather than making one necklace from start to finish all the way through. And these are all the ones that I had enough lobster clasps to make. I've ordered more, so I'll be able to make up the rest. I think there's about 14 more to do. So yeah, I had to film this bit on my phone because my camera battery died. I feel like my whole life at the moment is just charging my battery camera. And yeah, so this is it. This is all the chain I've got left to make all the other necklaces for. So yeah, exciting times ahead. Make sure to keep an eye on my website for when these go up. I've only got 10 of each design at the moment, so when they're gone I probably won't get them back for a while. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this little studio vlog. I'm very grateful to anyone who stayed for the whole thing, and I'll see you next time.